Hey guys, Wasserwick here to do a quick update video on some new gear I got, in addition to some gear I left out of my old combat loadout video. Now, the thing I'm most excited about that I recently got is my new Interceptor vest. I got myself a first generation Interceptor made in 2003 for around $200. I actually traded some stuff. I traded some gas masks, old black powder revolver, and then a old Swedish steel helmet for this baby. Now this is a first generation. As you can tell, it's in the M81 woodland pattern, and it takes SAPI and eSAPI plates both in the front pocket, and in a pocket in the back. And I believe the maximum plate size is about 12 inches by 10 inches. But I'm very, very happy with this, even though it's missing a few parts. I want to get the throat protector, the upper arm protectors as used by Delta, and then there's also a back protector as this vest rides kind of high in the back. But I'm just really happy about this. I was able to upgrade from my PASGT vest. That's still a backup because the PASGT vest is pretty much only good for fragmentation and very light pistol caliber rounds. With eSAPI plates inside this vest, it will be able to withstand M2 30-06 armor-piercing rounds, I believe about 3 shots worth. Or I could put steel plates in. There's a company that offers them called air500armor.com that are rated at level 4, but those are bulky and heavy. And being made of steel, upon impact, a projectile can shatter, and then pieces of the projectile will go into your face, neck, and other parts of your body. So, but just glad I finally got myself some useful body armor, and it's great. I can wear my Alice gear over this, or if I feel the need to modernize even more, I could put the load-bearing vest over here. And this also has the PALS webbing used in Mali, so I can actually attach stuff to the vest. But that might be a little bit of a pain. But just very, very happy I got this vest. And then another thing I got is, like I mentioned in my other video, I got a bent bolt conversion for both my Type 53 and Most Nagant M9130. So I've got my Most Nagant M9130 right here. As you can see, it's a bent bolt. I got both of them converted for about $30. There's a guy who does it on eBay, and just it makes a world of difference versus the original straight bolt. It's a lot easier to rack it. You can keep your sights on target, and this enables you to mount a scope. So that's just very, very nice. And speaking of scopes, for my Most Nagant 9130, I actually got a PU sniper scope. And let me tell you, it wasn't too cheap. It's not mounted yet. I've still got to get that done, but I finally got myself a decent scope. So I got myself a scope and mount here. This is a reproduction. It's just like the PU scopes produced during World War II and used from beyond that time period. It is a 3.5 power scope, so it's not the best scope out there, but it's better than having a red dot or a reflex sight. And what I like about this scope is it's extremely, extremely compact. This is probably about 8 inches in length, versus a regular sniper scope you're looking at about 12. And just, Russian design is very simple, very durable. You have your windage and elevation adjustment knobs on there, and then it's got a pretty nice reticle. It's a single vertical post and 2 horizontal posts, so it's just very easy to acquire targets. And I really, really like the scope. I cannot wait to get it mounted. And if I want to, I can just use the scope mounting and then get a better scope if I'm so inclined. But just really, really good purchase. And I'll finally be able to use my goggles, or even without goggles, I'll be able to use my rifle like me by my shooting glasses. And I've actually got my shooting glasses right here. These are my military issue sunglasses. They have a ballistic rating, and what's more, they will fit underneath ESS goggles, which I find to be extremely cool, because a lot of times with the goggles you'll have to worry about getting both a pair that's tinted or not tinted. With these sunglasses, they just fit right inside, and not only will you have protection against the sun, but you will have a double layer of ballistic protection. See, and they slide in just like that. It's very, very cool. And I like these sunglasses because they're a very good wraparound style of sunglasses, and they give excellent UV protection. And let's face it, why wouldn't you wear sunglasses with ballistic protection as a bonus? So these are my shooting glasses, and these would be the goggles that I would be wearing with my combat loadout. Now for my helmet, it's still going to be the PESGT helmet, but I went and I ordered 2 pieces of multicam fabric. They're called sniper veils. I intend to use one as maybe a wraparound cover for the helmet, and then another, I guess, like, would be just as a camouflage for the face. But it's a mesh material, and it looks to be the real deal multicam. It's very lightweight, and it's just very, very cool. And it's actually a pretty big piece of fabric. So, and I'd say it's about 14 inches by about maybe 3 or 4 feet. So you can cut it up, use it as a helmet cover or as a veil, something like that. Mosquito net, you name it. What I was thinking about doing is maybe even using these to cover up my woodland pattern gear, but I can always get the multicam pattern poncho for that. So, and then finally, on my list of new gear, well, not new, no, not finally either. For my MCU2A/P, I was able to get the butyl rubber second skin for it, because the regular silicone rubber face piece is vulnerable to corrosion by blister agents, and it looks better in black. These are pretty hard to find. The second skins are definitely not as common for the MCU2 series masks as for the M40, stuff like that. So just happy I got the second skin. Hopefully I can pick up a clear outsert for it. And then the final thing that I forgot to show in my last video were my jungle boots. I love these things. These are probably pretty old. These might be from the 1980s. These have the steel toe and shank in there to provide protection against booby traps like punji stakes and stuff like that. And what I find interesting is they don't have the Panama sole typical of jungle boots. They have more of this ridged type pattern, which is still pretty nice because it allows mud and everything else to squirt out from between the tread. And as you can see, it's still a little bit dirty from my last trip to the range. So just little update video about my loadout. Over this, I'd still intend to use my Alice gear or load-bearing vest, and I would actually be using. I found what would probably work for me would be to have 2 SAW magazine pouches on the front here on my Alice gear or on the vest, and then just load those up with stripper clips. And of course, on the side, I'd have the M57 and the magazines and 2-quart canteen and all the other stuff on there. So just hope you guys like my new video. Please make sure to comment and subscribe.